Lady B Free here from Smooth Jazz Predictions, and we are going to rock another karmic read for the Water Divine Feminine Collective. This read is a general, so if it doesn't resonate, we don't have to fight or bite. You are one for millions. 18 and plus is what I will ask my audience to be here. This word can be reversed and is also timeless. Water signs. Let's look into this. Now, before I get started, Water Divine Feminine, I would like to let you know the energies that I'm picking up off of your Divine Masculine female karmic energy over there. I'm feeling that there are situations where the masculine, of course, is playing games due to his immaturity. There are several childish, immature karmics that's keeping a lot of mess going on because she too is immature. I see a karmic that is violent and one that wants to fight, one that is looking for a physical confrontation, that also have some mental disturbances about herself. I'm feeling within some of your divine masculines and also within that karmic female that some of them are seeing at the time, that they're even with them too. Could have been some childhood disturbances there, childhood neglect, father, mother issues, trauma in their childhood life that had never been dealt with, tend to, always have been neglected, and they are in great need of healing of this, and this is why they act out. And speaking of acting out, some of those karmics, those ones that I moment ago was talking about, that they, for some of them, are looking for physical confrontation with some of you divine feminines, but don't get into it. You watch them because their jealousy is fierce. The jealousy is out of hand. Some of them, they're so jealous of you that they're bleeding blood from their eyes. Okay? All right? They breathing anger, just vindictiveness, because within herself she knows that she's not the better one. And for others of you, some of your masculine is verbally coming out of his mouth when he decides to get mad with the karmic to remind her which woman is the better one. Okay? You know, doing things to keep her in his place when he can't get what he wants. Okay? And some of those masculines are playing a lot of games. Okay? And some of you divine feminines, things are still yet difficult for you because you're still sleeping with this man, knowing that he's have this side chicken wing on the side here. Okay? All right. This read is lengthy, so we're going to get right on into this, okay? All right. She says, he said he ran from you because he was afraid. You knew too much about him. You were a bit much for him, dear. Tone it down a notch. But what I'm picking up there is that some of your divine masculines is playing both sides when he feel it for his convenience sake there. Okay? I can feel that to get in the door of that karmic, of course he had to play those narcissistic childish games that victimize, carrying on that the divine feminine did this and thus, but all the time he's the biggest monster. Okay, you know how it go. Had a way of manipulating that karmic mind. And for some of those karmics, they did not have to have their mind manipulated. They are troublemakers and they won't go to sleep except trouble like that and this exist. Okay, because they trouble greedy. Like a lot of chaos. Like a lot of negative noise around them. Okay? All right. She says, if he's coming back and forth with us, then he's the problem, not us, girlfriend. I wanted to get married, but he didn't want to. I guess he wouldn't, divine feminine. I guess he wouldn't want to marry this woman. Okay? Because he's getting the milk for free here. All right? And for some of these karmics, I forgot to mention, and for some of the karmics, there is an energy about them concerning your divine masculine in their situation. This woman is ready to let it be. Okay? For some of them, she has been matured. They was each other's lesson. And some of them, the karmics was soulmates to your divine masculine. And for a handful of them, it was the karmic female that needed a lesson, and so the Most High allowed your divine masculine to be that person to teach her that lesson, okay? Only where it resonate, loved ones. But anyway, right here, what I'm picking up intuitively here, he's not going to marry this woman. He don't need to. She's already doing marital things without him having to marry to her. So why go waste a couple of dollars down to the license place to get the license for marriage when she's already doing marital duties? No, that don't make any sense. All right, didn't they say not to break what's working? Okay, don't break what's fixed. Okay, so his fight is fixed. You don't have to marry her. All right. Whereas divine feminine, your standards could have been a little bit more higher, and you wasn't going to give up your panani for free. Okay. No, baby. I know my worth, and my cat is real. Okay. Because see, when you really that high priestess, and you really one of those real things, okay, you should have that strong cat. Okay. And so, you ain't giving that up to anybody. You ain't giving it up to no trash. And ain't no garbage. You ain't giving no time to, okay? All right? So that's why he's not going to marry her. Trust me, sis. It won't be greener on the other side. Okay? I sometimes cry myself to sleep because I know I deserve better. Okay? But what I'm picking up from that right there, sister, okay? Some of you divine feminines are still chasing after this no good man instead of opening up your spiritual eyes, opening up your spiritual ears, and seeing the situation for exactly what it is, okay? The spirit is having this woman here, this karmic that you rolling your eyes at, that you calling names, okay, that you going back and forth verbally with. Some of you getting inside of physical confrontations with this woman because it can be reversed, and it could be the divine feminine getting inside of her flesh, getting inside of nonsense and wanting to fight this woman instead of looking at this man is not ready, and you can tell that because of the confusion that is going on around this situation. Maturity doesn't look like this. Maturity doesn't behave like this. Maturity does not move like this. Your divine masculine or you divine feminine is not ready. It could also be that both of you are not ready, and you might need to have been sent your separate ways to get ready, all right, to get soulmates in your life or a soulmate situation that will be able to teach you a thing or two for maturity's sake, for the new growth of you, so that way the Most High can bring you together again. But right now, the time is not right. okay? And even over there, as he is, she's even noticing what some of you guys had noticed when he was there with you, that he wasn't mature, okay? And so now she is noticing that, yeah, the grass is not greener on the other side. What he was giving to you, he's doing it worse to me over here, okay? You want him back. You want him to kick the door down to get back to that house. But I am warning you, even though I don't like you, that I wouldn't even want for my worstest enemy, and that is you right now, Divine Feminine, for him to come back and to put on you what he's doing to me right now. Okay? And for her to feel like that, because I'm feeling her, for her to feel like that, this man is bringing up a new woman inside of this karmic woman over here. You may not want me to say that, but I am only going to give you the truth. Yeah, this man is doing a narcissistic number on her, where it is really bringing her up and out of hell. Up and out of hell, okay? All right? She's maturing enough where her woman side can have an inkling of compassion and say, I wouldn't even want you to go back to your divine feminine baby mama or your wife or whatever she is to you. Not in this condition. I don't want another woman to go through what you putting me through, Joker. Okay? All right? So let her burn him out. Okay? All right. She says for some of them, and I forgot to mention as well, I was feeling that some of them might be in a bisexual or have had experiences with other women. Okay, I can feel that energy for some of those karmics, and that freakiness is what really had attracted your divine masculine more so to this karmic right here. Okay, because some of you may not be with that type of carry on. All right? All right. So check this out here. I fantasize about you watching me and your DM fucking right in front of you. Okay? We are so toxic for each other. Anything healthy makes us sick. All right, so right now what I'm picking up here, that this karmic is raggedy. This karmic has no values. This karmic don't know who she is. This karmic here don't really care. Just like your masculine, we can tell that he ain't there, because look at his choice. Look at his choice. If you had ever wondered, Divine Feminine, that if this woman was better than you, look at their choices. These are things that you will never get yourself involved in. Okay? You are missing anything. You're not missing nothing. Okay? And for some of you, it's best to just let him go. Okay? All right? Because for some of you, if you take him back, he will not be coming there alone. He will be accompanied with a lot of STDs. Okay? All right? Now, when the karmic have to pronounce that we are toxic together, we are toxic together, that's devil energy. Okay? When you don't want anything healthy, when you just want to be messy, no, baby, that's toxicity at its worst. Okay? When it's out of control and you want him back, no, baby, get your mind so you can keep your life. So check this out. She says, I can't give him what he wants with you. He's still a player, sis, playing you and me. And someone else too. Okay? So, like I said, if you want this man to kick your door down to get back at you, so that way you can get one on top of her, no, baby, he will not come alone. Some of them going to be coming back greasy with a whole bunch of STDs, a whole bunch more demonic energies that they done soaked up and vampired off of other people. Some of them is going to be so cloned out spiritually, because you know narcissists, when they don't know who they are. And if they are in the wrong hands, all they would do is observe everybody else's energy, because they're not for sure themselves. Okay? They don't know who they are. They'll start trying to walk like pork chop, try to talk like 10%, try to be like Hamburger Helper, try to think like Soldier Sam, okay? They don't know who they are, all right? So you're going to be dealing with all those type of personalities when they get back up in there, worser than when you last seen them, worser before you put them out of there, before you guys separated, all right? Some of them, they're not going to be any good for anything, okay? Because they're going to be so tainted. It's as if they had gave their soul to the devil since they've been gone away from you. All right? And for some of you, the Most High knew it was coming, and that's why the Spirit allowed it to become as worse as it did in your situation with that Divine Masculine, to get that person away from you, to keep you safe. Okay? All right. So she's letting you know that he's still playing around. All right? And this lets me know that this is a weak woman. She's weak. She's weak. She says, when he doesn't get what he wants from me, he tries with you, and then vice versa. Okay? He drains my energy too. Now this is some of the energy of those karmics that I had described. That for them, they are seeing what you was trying, for some of you divine feminines, was trying to warn them not to get either involved with him, or some of you had warned them that he wasn't anyway, okay? And that you really did not have a prize, divine karmic. And this too, you will find out later on. And so for some of them divine feminine, those karmics now is starting to see the monster in that motherfucker. Okay? And they don't want any parts of it. I said these are the ones at the same time I can feel, because they did not listen. They too, these karmic females here that's dealing with your masculine, I can feel that they also dealt with low self-esteem, not knowing their worth, scarred, abused, hurting, okay? Not very well with living alone. Always feel like they had to sleep in the bed with someone, okay, to fulfill that void of hurts, a bad marriage, rejection, not being loved, not being understood, heard, seen, paid attention to. All these scars, they needed a man or a dick. Because let me tell you something. Everything that has a dick between their legs is not a man. That's just an organ. But listen, what makes a man, and you will see so, is his behaviors. And even those would tell if it's real or not. Just watch them long enough. Use your discernment and your intuitiveness, and listen to the spirit there. Okay? And if you is sensitive, you will be able to feel if that man is real, if he putting on just no more than he can read you. Okay? All right? She's noticing the energy vampire that you warned her about, divine feminine. You remember when she was calling you old looking? You remember when she had picked at you because after dealing with a narcissist, just before you heal, you'll notice that they did drain out your strength, okay? Mentally, spiritually, soulishly, okay? And, sometimes you will look at yourself and you will notice that my energy has been depleted. You will look a little aged there, okay? But it's not really in the flesh, it's in the soul, okay? It's in the spirit realm there. All right? How they just drawed you up like a suction, like a vacuum cleaner, suction up, a suction that strong. Okay? You remember when she had called you old and tired looking and this and that and blah, blah, boop, 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 boop. All right? But now that you done healed up, see, the tables done turned. Now they're sitting at her door. Okay? Now she's looking aged. Okay? You remember when she had called you immature, and childish, listening to his manipulation. And again, for some of them, it wasn't manipulation. She just wanted to be in the funk of that man, okay, just to get that man. She had, partake in his nonsense of lies, partake in his nonsense of gaslighting and developing of the flying monkeys there. Yeah, she wanted to be in that groove with that man, but now she can see the truth of that man, and now she is the one that is looking just that old. Yeah, she is the one that's looking all dried up and sucked up, okay? All right? Yeah, and now she is the one, because sometimes for some of you, Divine Feminine, he's backtracking because you letting him and you still sleeping with him, okay? I done told you. This man is not healed. He's a player. She done told you for some of you, okay? All right? Now, all that good healing for some of you, Divine Feminines, water sign that you done put in, he's going to suck that right back out of you, okay? All right. Some of you, he's coming to suck money out of you. Listen, the Spirit said, go back and stop rushing, my love. Okay. Stop rushing, mama, and take your time. Let's go back to this right here. He drains my energy too. Now, when it comes down to those narcissists, okay, because I have my experiences with them as well, okay? I know them too, okay? Listen, one thing about them, they usually comes with nothing, okay? And so this is the reason, because they're not going to work for anything. They're usually lazy. They're usually raggedy, okay? And they usually, because of that victimized mentality, they need to make themselves look as pitiful as they can, as if someone had always shitted on them. But listen, it's never the truth. You know how it is for those ones that had once dealt with them. You know their ways, okay? Yeah, they'll come in so pitiful, always have their physical contents looking at somebody really beat them down with a baseball bat with nails in it, okay? Somehow, some way, somebody done did something to them one too many times. You know, they never get over that point that someone had did something to them. Do you ever notice that? Okay, when you come upon them, they never have no good news. In fact, the first word going to their conversation is always, yeah, you know how they did it again to me. She did it again to me. He did it again to me. Yeah, I ain't gonna never get a break. I know I was supposed to stay away from over there and this and that and woo. It's always a victim mentality, but it always end up like this. You know how it always end up. But I was gonna ask you, you think you could give me a couple of dollars? Do you think I could sleep up on your couch one more time? Oh, do you think you could give me a ride? Or do you think I could stay over here for 3 months? Do you think I can ride your car for a minute? I'll bring you right back. I said, do I got a witness in Lady B's church here? Okay? Yeah, see, have you ever heard that type of noise from them? All right. Yeah, that same type of noise right there that you had tried to warn that Karmic about not getting involved with this man, because she thought she had a prize off of some energy that the Divine Feminine built his ass up. Because see, they clone us. They take your strength, your energy, and prop it up, set it up, clone it up as if it'd been them all the time. It's none of them. None of it. That's all the Divine Feminine, and where the fuck they coming from. That shit ain't theirs. It don't belong to them. It ain't came from them. They ain't conjured it up. Somebody put it on them, okay? But here's the thing that the narcissist forgets. In order for you to keep that power there, no, baby, you got to stay plugged in. And of course, your cord can only go thus far, so far. And if you go too far, it's going to disconnect. So when he had disconnected from you, Divine Feminine, the power stopped, and it was only going to be like a phone. After you disconnect that connection, you only got but a little bit of time before it's going to need that juice again, okay? And so now when the juice begin to run out, Divine Feminine water sign, okay, that Karmic there started to notice, no, baby, You ain't looking as good as you did when you came in 2 weeks ago. Because for some of them, they're going to deteriorate without your power very fast. Okay, so but the karmic is going to start to notice, no, baby, you're not looking good. You tried to make me feel like you was a working man. But all I'm seeing is a whole bunch of layup. Now, honey, I do understand there is a pandemic, but listen, there's a lot of work to be done because you made yourself look busy to try to get up over here to me. Got me and this woman arguing, got me working day and night. Okay, got me working and arguing with this woman on your behalf day and night with this chick. You said a lot of things was up on her. But it looked like everything you said that was her is really you. You said she was lazy, but you in the bed after 4, motherfucker. Get up. Okay? You said you're about that thing, that life, and everything that's out there that could make us win. But bitch, every time I turn around, you're in front of a TV. Said you could fix my car. Said you could fix my car, but here you ain't got one. Okay? And you keep fucking up my brakes. It's like every time you come and touch anything of mine, my shit start breaking down. Yeah, because some of them came up in our house with that curse. Because some of your divine masculines, I said those ones that they need to be left. You don't even need to pick them up no more, sister. Because he done sold his soul to the devil, wanted to get into some stuff. All of these divine masculines that could have been your divine masculine at a time, but they done got so tainted that their soul is messed up now. Tainted. Getting into some devilish things that shouldn't be even spoke about when the sun is out. The sun is shamed to shine up on it. Some of them gay. Some of them bisexual and kept it all from you. Okay? Some of them sleeping with your family members and kept it all from you. Yeah, listen to that fright. Like I said about them narcissists, they always propping up a good story. We're talking about that draining that energy. We ain't went nowhere. We still right there for a second. If you had any money, all that's going to be tucking. She's starting to notice it seemed like this man is expensive. Not to say that he's all of that. That's not what she's saying. But she's saying that for him to want so much, she's noticing she's the one that's always paying for it. She's paying for his drug habit. She gives him money and she's co-funding for the tricks, okay, and the games. And the holes on the side. That for some of you, divine feminine, the holes on the side, those the end methods that's in between you and that karmic there. But again, she done already warned some of you that he is still sleeping amongst both all you and the world, mama. Okay? All right. So in other words, what I'm trying to let you know, that if you pay attention, divine feminine water collective, you'll hear exactly what's going on in its relationship, and you should be able to make up your mind if it resonates at all with you. Use your spirit and not your cat. Use your brains and not your cat. Okay? Use your intuit, you know, your inner knowings and not your cat there. Okay? All right. Some of this man draining this woman money. Some of them going to be losing their homes, okay? Because she did what you have done one time. She tried to give this man the best that she had, okay? Trying to prompt him up, trying to fix him up, okay? Trying to make him look like something to keep her being embarrassed, okay? But he don't give a damn, okay? He don't give a damn, all right? He's a scum bum like that, okay? All right. She says, I made you look bad to make myself feel better. You wishing bad upon me is only blocking you from your union. Let me go right here real quick. Again, this woman, for some of them, I can feel a small confession, like I can see the truth in this man and how he had manipulated the story because of him being a narcissist to make himself shine up, to make you look so bad, so that way he can become looking so pitiful. And that's a mental disturbance there. And that's a simp motherfucker right there. Because what fucking man is going out here wanting to look fucking weak like that? What man that got a real dick will put himself in a victimized mentality, knowing that he is ultimate protection for himself first and then for his woman? That's some simp, homosexual something. It's not masculine. LBGT, I'm not being funny. You guys know me. What I'm trying to say is not masculine. Okay? Why would you come off so victimized and make it look like you need some protection? What the woman gotta do? Pick you up and carry you to the room and lay you down? Or what's up? Who's wearing the skirt? Who's wearing the panties? Is it you, divine feminine, or was it him? Okay, because for some of them, like I said, some of them is gay as hell. Jealous of you because he really wants to be a woman. Okay? That's why every time you get new clothes and they sexy, beautiful, something always got to be a floss about it. There's no flosses, mother. You mad because you can't put my panties on? Yeah, You want a panty and bra set, don't you, Cinderella? Don't you, Priscilla? You want be a princess? Okay, no, bitch. I'm the princess. I'm the queen. I'm the queen. Take the motherfucking heels off and that toot over there and be who you say that you came in here with, like a man. Okay? Because some of them karmics is going to see some real stuff. Yeah, they're going to see just exactly what you seen. Because I said some of you divine feminines had warned this karmic here. No, he got a little bit of Cinderella in him. He got a little bit of a precious Priscilla in him, with a side rose in his hair that he took off my dresser. And I ain't see him do it, but he did. You know, I seen a picture of him when he transformed into Priscilla. You know, when he was down there hanging with 10% and at the gay club there, when they was taking those pictures. I said, well, hold on, is that my flower? That bitch took my flower. I've been looking for it for 6 months all the time. He had it. James had it. Okay? Davidson had it. All right? All right? Calvin had it. All right? Slim had it. Big Joe. You know, he a big old 6'8" man there, and supposed to have been the most masculine out the crowd. Everybody know them as masculine. You know, Big Joe. And will pick a man up as fast as... Okay? You know, your Big Joe there, meathead, thick neck, muscle arm, big legs, Big Joe. That would, you know, knock a motherfucker out. That would slam him, do this, you know, Big Joe. Yeah, the niggas gay there. You know, that get the girls out of all that fakeness there. Stop it. Don't let me read you about Big Joe. Okay? All right. Good morning, y'all. To others, good afternoon. To some, and good evening. But for me, good morning. All right. But check this out. But, yeah. Right there. I got something for that one right there. He's moved on, sis. You should too. When I was picking up this from my head, let me see that here. I'm sorry, guys. Just let me get it together here. God is blocking some of you divine feminines from this man. This man is no good. This man has checked out a long time ago. Okay? Some of them because they wanted to come on out that closet. I'm just going to be real. Big Joe and them. Okay? You know, Claw and all of them. Ray. Alright? Steven and all of them. No, they've been checked out that there. They done came out that closet for some of them. Alright? Some of these karmics and you are going to have a conversation. And you guys are going to really piece this up when this monster is not in you guys' picture. Because I can feel the energy that some of these so-called divine masculine has started up a lot of mess. Okay? Because most of them is narcissists here. Alright? Alright. She says, I'm not the only one who acts karmic. Your DM is also in this energy. Okay? So she's letting you know. You want that? What you calling her a karmic for, and the woman is letting you know that, no, this nigga here is a karmic. This trash can here is a karmic. All right? I'm doing all the dirty work for you. Didn't I have said that the spirit is saving you by keeping this trash can over there with her? Okay? All right, to keep you from catching AIDS, to keep you from catching any STDs. Okay? So what he was going to put on you, you dodged that. The spirit allowed you to dodge that and bring it over there to her. Because some of these what appears to be looking like karmic is not karmics at all. Only to this man that you're dealing with. She's a karmic. Okay? But some of them behind the scenes and deep inside really is divine feminines as well. Some of your men is getting her ready, some of those karmics ready for their divine feminines. I mean, before their divine masculines. Okay? All right? All right. Let me, She says, I honestly feel like giving up on this relationship. See? Because he's dogging her now. He's dogging the shit out of her. Okay? He's begging for too much money. She done lost her life. She done lost her identity, okay? She done lost a lot of things since she been with this man, okay? He had to be her soulmate. He had to be her teacher. Just like some of these karmics is being the soulmate to your divine masculine. To teach him, okay? Before some of you guys to come in union. To give him the new growth that he's going to need to carry out this relationship, okay? Ain't nobody playing with no kids, y'all. I'm telling you, all that childish little boy shit, you better get out of here with that. You better get out of here with that. I ain't having none of it, okay? I'm not having any of that shit right there, y'all. Excuse me for the cursing. Y'all know what I do. Y'all get out of here if it bothers you. I'm going to be Lady B. You would like me better like that. Check this out. Honestly, I honestly feel like giving up on this relationship. Believe me, sweetheart, you ain't missing out on nothing. Listen, the woman is sitting here telling you, baby, you don't want this man in this type of condition, okay? Now, if you had considered her as trash at a time, before she has realized the truth of him. If you had considered her trash, even with that mindset there, Sister Thing, why? Look, your man got to be so bad that trash don't want him. What's really going on? Who's really at fault? Because divine feminine, did you not at a time, and this is the reason he's over there now? Did you not see some flosses in him? And you called this woman trash, and that was even after you have seen flosses in him? So now, baby, you know, you're going to turn yourself around and have a little bit of compassion on her as well. Okay? Because even after you have seen flosses in him when he went over there to her, you called her trash. Okay? All right? All right. Now, she see what you see now. Okay? So you got to show a little bit of compassion to her now when she wants, for some of you, because it's coming, when she wants to speak to you, you need to lady up, woman up, queen up. You say that you're the bigger woman, well then, demonstrate it. You telling me you guys can't go out as women and have a cup of coffee? Okay? And not to rat him down because he's not nobody's energy. He ain't never came from none. He done soaked the energy and cloned the energies and all that type of stuff off for you too. Okay? And he's on to the next one. Okay? You telling me you can't be a woman and woman up because some of you got kids now by the same man, and them kids need to know each other before they get grown and start sleeping with each other because they never known each other because you guys had hang-ups. Okay? Have brothers and sisters sleeping with each other because they never known each other. No, we're going to have to be real. Now, I ain't going to let my baby go around that bed, okay, because, you know, she might not like me. She might do something to my baby. You see, you got to put that aside because they still got blood there. And they really should be knowing each other. You ain't got to deal with her. And y'all, all that craziness. Women, you don't know how to exchange the children without all that cuss out and stuff? Come on, sisters. Come on, y'all. I know we got more power than that. Y'all still out there doing that? Somebody got to get a brick on the side of their temple because they lost their cool like that. All right, y'all. All right, so, but anyway. She's seeing the light now, sister. So let's woman up. Some of you, the karmic is going to want to speak with you. Some might want to, in so many ways, want to apologize. I can feel the energy of laughter between some of you that know how to go in there as grown women. Have a cup of coffee and let's talk about this. Okay? Let's not talk about him because he ain't worth it. He ain't. Okay, now both of us realize that. Let's talk about it. Okay? As a matter of fact, if we have kids and they need to do a lot of catch up, let's put him to the side for now. Listen, how can, y'all, you guys talk about it. You guys be women about it. Because when we in between those men fighting, and we know it's because of the man, that's breaking our womanhood down. That's breaking us out of our mind, in our comfort zone as women deep down inside. Why do I gotta lose a part of my mind fucking with this nigga right here? Nigga mean trash, no matter the race. Why do I got to lose a piece of my mind, a piece of my soul, a piece of who I am because this motherfucker ain't shit? Because he didn't want nothing. Why I have to go into depression and he's getting his dick wet right now by neither one of us? Okay? All right? He's sitting up here jigged in to another hoe. A new one now. And me and you up in here fighting. Losing our mind. And we just went to the hair salon, girl. We just pulling out our tracks and stuff. Come on, girl. And that that was a $250 job now. Like, come on, like. Okay? Now y'all killing yourself for this and cracking off y'all nails. And y'all nails be fly. I be watching y'all. I used to get my nails done and stuff. I like keeping my nails natural. And I love to look at the girls with the nails. And I'm talking about Fire Witch Tarot. Tarot. I don't know why I always say tarot. But Fire Witch Tarot. My sister always keeps some mean nails. Her nail game is amazing. Okay? Alright? I give that sister most props. Okay? She is a beautiful queen. Okay? Never met her. Don't know anything about her. Okay, guys? But as another woman, see, I'm not jealous. Okay? Though we into the same helps from the spirit, shuffling the cards and helping the peoples. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not jealous of my sisters. Okay? All right? See, a real queen can look at another woman and say that, My sister got it going on. Look how God blessed her. Look at her nails. Instead of saying, look at her. Bitch, please, that's corny shit. Look at my sister. Look how God bringing her up. Okay? I ain't got time with that jealousy stuff, y'all. All right? Okay? That's why God takes care of me. Okay? That's why I ain't got to beg there. Because I'm good to people there. I'm good to people. But because of my lessons, I know who to be good to. And I know who to give and don't give to. Oh, you better believe my narcissist taught me a lesson. Okay? Let's get it, y'all. I have severe out of control jealous issues and will act out in every... Okay, let's start this over because I can feel... See, as I read it, I can pick up the energies. All right, listen. Right here, I already picked it up. For some of you, like I said, some of you in this karmic has had a fight. A physical fight, violent, okay? You know, one of those Chuck E. Cheese fights that y'all like. You know, get the babies down and fight, you know, get the goddamn babies down there at their party, and then y'all start all that fist fighting, throwing over cakes and stuff. The kids screaming and hollering while y'all motherfuckers can't get it together there. And I was in a special ed class, and I can tell that that don't make any sense. I would have never made no engagement with me and my rival baby mama is at heat right now, and we're gonna get inside Chuck E. Cheese. The Chuck E. Cheese was no more than the boxing ring, okay? Psychologically fucking up these kids' mind, seeing these grown lionists and these grown lions fighting because they're trying to help take up for mama, and they help trying to take up for their sister. And don't you hit my brother. They don't even know each other, but y'all the only two motherfuckers that know each other, and both families don't know enough about each other, but now the whole motherfucker's in chaos because y'all ugly motherfuckers got sitting on the same ding-a-ling there. And he ain't even at none of y'all kids' party there. He don't even know y'all kids' birthday there. Don't even know their names. Don't even know their names. And y'all sitting up here tearing each other apart up in here. Busting up all the kids' balloons and carrying on up in the place there. Throwing the little balls that they supposed... You know them little that thing that they like to jump in with all them balls? All those got to be shot out. Now, come on, y'all. All right. But listen, she says, I have severe out of control jealousy issues and will act out in very toxic, dangerous ways. Okay? Don't judge me for how I treat him. He obviously likes it. His ass is still here. So what he's doing and what's being mentioned for the fighting divine feminine, that should be taking the high road anyway. And the karmic, for this energy right here, the ones that's doing the fighting, this man is playing both of you, okay? With that mouth of his and with that ding-a-ling of his. And so when she finds out that you still fucking him, divine feminine, of course now she's coming after you with the butcher knives and with the machetes and with Linda and Maisha and Caroline and all them. They coming in the station wagon, 3 and 4 deep, coming to your house, okay? Because somebody is still sitting on that ding-a-ling there, okay? Now the other 3 bald-head motherfuckers that rode in the car with you, they don't even know the man. Some of them don't even know him. Lord have mercy, y'all, would y'all use your brains? Sisters, will y'all use your heads? And then you gonna come at the woman's house to come fight. Jumped up in your car, and mama and them had to give you a loan for the car. You couldn't even afford that car. Jumped up in that car, about to get your windows and shit bust out and shattered out. Ain't thinking. Come to them people's house to rage war where they got all the advantage of you. Baby, they can come out that house with any motherfucking thing. If the law is called, you came to their motherfucking shit. Okay? They can come out there with hot grease, grits, anything up on you, guns, machetes, hammers, everything they got. If they had any pit bulls, the dogs, they got the right to leash them on you there. You came to them people's house looking for it. Instead of using your brains. All right? And I'm like the woman. If it was so bad when they get into their fist fights, because some of your divine, some of your persons, because not all of you two are water sign. For some of you, this man ain't no divine masculine. This man is somebody that you just want. And God ain't got nothing to do with it. And Lady B always say this. If God don't love it, well, why the fuck is you touching it then? All right? It's going to tear you apart. But listen, anyhow, it's showing here that they get into fist fights, physical fights, okay? And he going around when she puts some out. Yeah, because he ain't even got no house. This nigga, he ain't got no house. Okay, she puts some out there, and then he comes on back over there to the divine feminine playing them seesaw games. Playing them seesaw childish games. But child, let's keep on reading. I'm dealing with all his bullshit for you. He's not everything I want in a man. Yeah, because now you done found out, just like she tried to tell you for some of you. Girl, he won't get up. He won't take a bath. He won't watch the kids, won't take out the trash, won't clean up the house, won't look for work. He's mean. He hang more out on the street with his boys than instead of being home. He won't protect himself, me, the kids. He's selfish, greedy. He's selfish and greedy all at the same time. This joker ain't shit. Come get him. I'm sorry. I messed your life up. You can have him back. Okay? That's what someone want to tell you. Check this out. She says, I'm starting to realize we're just wasting each other's time. I said for some of them, this man was to be a lesson toward this karmic woman. Just because he's with me doesn't mean he doesn't love you. Some of them, they is with that karmic, but she noticed that he still is in love with you. I know you guys still talk. I can tell he's really miserable here. Some of them, because you have put him out divine feminine, he had needed some more cat somewhere else. Thought the grass was going to be greener on this other side. Some of them, they was not intending to take that karmic for a real thing for too long. Some of them, he just wanted to get in that cat to experience that cat because she looked a little bit more tempting to his eye, and he find out, no, I done hit it, I'm quitting it, I want to go back home. But you said, you can't come back here. Go back in there to that hole there. Now you wanted her, you wanted to get at her, you've been trying to scoot up on her, eating up her ass there. Stay there with her. Okay? Check this out. If I'm ever a bitch to you, it's because I'm hurt with him and want to take it out on you. I said some of it, they had to grow up. And because it's jealousy, women act like that when they are jealous of one another. Don't be hating on me, she says. Okay, listen. Don't be hating on me over his personal choices, okay? Right, you can't take out on her divine feminine with that simp or that little kid boy okay? He just like some trash. And see, you didn't fit the criteria there. Okay, you was a high level there. Okay? All right? And then, that would make him feel insecure. So he had to go a step notch down off of that ladder and go find his match for the time. Okay? Because see, you was going to make him be accountable. That bullshit, simpler the boy stuff. Wah, wah, wah. And all that victimized, narcissistic, the victim. You wasn't having none of that because you're transparent. You can see right through him. Let's go. Don't start acting karmic like me because you're hurt with him. Okay? So don't come out of character, divine feminine. Don't come out of character, divine feminine. Okay? You are the divine feminine. Don't start acting karmic, fighting and all this kind of stuff and this and that, getting in all that man's energy, because Narcissists, they like to see people fight. They love to see people divided. They love to see people just miserable. They love chaos. A lot of loud, negative chaos. Yeah, this and that. Motherfucker, this and that. I'll knock you out. Bitch, you had my man and this stuff. I said, you ain't got no right to do. That's all that shit there. They love and feed off of that. That is fuel to a narcissist. Let's go. Don't hate me. Let's have cocktails. Fuck this boy. Okay? Because now for some of them, they seeing that he ain't shit. Just like she was warned by some of you divine feminines from the beginning. Are you sure he's your twin? Some of these karmics is asking, you sure you want this here back? Are you sure you really want this here joker back? Okay? Is you sure he's good for anyone? Okay? Some of the karmics asking that after they seen what you had warned them of. Let's go. I became obsessed with you at one point because of him. It bothers me that your DM is still in love with you. For some of them, this man is still in love with you. Okay, all he's doing is talking about Nancy. All he's doing 6 times a day is going checking up on his kids. All he's doing is being up under Nancy's energy some kind of how. Going up on side of her cyber channels, YouTube, Zooms, and the IGs, and all this Twitter and all this. Some kind of how got to call up and check up on her again to see if little Jimmy needs some shoes and all this kind of stuff. No, he's just trying to stick up in that woman's energy. And the woman's getting jealous behind this. Okay? Because she know divine feminine, he still loves you. And this what made her obsessed with you, always needing to know what's going on with you, always, for some of you, riding by the house, trying to get your attention, trying to be in your energies, trying to learn a little bit more about you. Let's go. I don't love him like you do, okay? This is just a huge learning experience for all of us. Okay, so this karmic right here might have a divine masculine in waiting. And as I said, for some of you divine feminine, your person was a learning experience for her life to get her ready for her divine masculine as well. Okay, let's go. We all need to grow the fuck up, okay? Somebody is growing here. One of these karmics or a few of these karmics or a handful of these karmics are growing up. I'm trying to teach him how to be a better man. That's why we always fight. And so, no, you can't teach no man how to be no man because you ain't got no dick between your pants there, okay? You got a clit and you got, you know as Lady B, okay? You as a woman, you ain't no man. That man don't bleed just like you don't ski. Now come on off of it. Take that spiritual dick off, women's. Take that spiritual dick off. You ain't got no dick. You was a woman there. And brother, stop that junk. Stop that fucking patty cake shit. You don't bleed there. You was a man there. If you're going to be a man, act like a man. Just be true to who you are. If you're going to be gay, live that life. Be true to what you're doing. Ain't nobody mad at you. We only asking for truth and honesty. We all need to grow the fuck up. I'm trying to teach him how to be a better man. That's why we always fight. Okay, because you can't do it. Okay, and that's why you're losing your mind, because you're trying to make that man be something that he don't want to be. You're trying to make him be something he don't want to be. You're trying to make him be something that nobody ever taught him before. Okay, you can't do it because you ain't never been born in that state. You as a woman, you can't do it. Sarah, right now. Let's move. It's not my fault. Grow up. Okay, so that's that narcissist vitality that she's starting to see there. Everything, because what a narcissist do, everything is never their fault. One way or another, you did it, they did the most, they did it all. Everybody's seen them do it. But one way or another, you did it. I've tried really hard to get him to get over you. But no matter what I do, it just doesn't work. Okay? All right? Because with real twin flames, no, it's not going to work. That man always going to have that woman, even if they don't work. And even by with time, Because he missed the opportunity, she be the one that got away. He always gonna think about her. He's supposed to, because if you let her get away, that's the hunting of the Most High. That you think you gooder than the gift that I'm trying to give you? You think that you gooder than the gift that the Most High is trying to give you? Ain't nobody gonna give you nothing better than the Spirit. No one is going to guide you than them ancestors there. But you think you're better than the Most High? You think you're better than God? Huh? You want to shave your ass up, think you're better than God?